Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to talk about, I guess, bits and pieces that we found.
Yeah, or we use.
Yeah, in terms of money saving tips. So I kind of find it interesting in some aspect of it, this information that I gathered personally, and hopefully it would be useful for people out there who is going through their financial journey.
Yep.
Some of them we actually personally do use them. Some of them is like, hey, this is kind of interesting, so it might be useful for other people out there.
Yep. So we're going to break it down in
yeah, there's videos. A lot of them. There's a lot of them. So instead of just running all in one video, it might be quite a lot.
Don't know. We'll see how we go.
We'll see how we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll.
Okay, first one. Okay, first of that many, of course, is the most important one.
Yep.
We always say it, budgeting.
It doesn't matter how much we cover this, but I realized to myself that
it's the most important one.
Every single search that I found, all of them always mentioning about budgeting.
And it's the most important one. You have to. You cannot avoid it. You cannot bury your head in the sand.
Yeah.
You have to know how much you earn, how much you keep, how much you spend.
Yeah.
Every week, every month. You don't have to 100% understand, but you have to know that your fixed cost.
We usually run it by, we don't do it by the nearest cents. We nearest maybe $10, maybe $100, because it fluctuates. Easier to calculate if it's the nearest $100 for us.
Yes.
So, for example, grocery shopping. If it was like, oh yeah, $64, I'm like, I count that, it's 100.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In my mind, it's like, it's not 64, it's actually 100.
Okay.
Because you're bound to be like, okay, that's only on one part of the grocery store. And then after that, there's another store.
That's why your number is always so off.
Yep. So, how do you do it? Your budgeting?
Well, when I do it, we always use the card.
One transaction card for grocery,
correct.
Like
so
personal expenditure.
Normally when I do it at the end of the month, because we use one card for the household spending.
Yep.
So end of the month, and if I know it's within my budget, then it's within my budget. It's the whole month, because sometimes I spend more here and sometimes I spend some in other shops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I do it. I don't, well, because we've been doing it for quite some time, then you know. But if you're first starting, maybe you should check, like put on a diary, spending diary for 2 weeks, and see how much do you spend on, or even go back to your bank statements to check how much did I spend last month. It will take forever to do it, and it's boring, very boring. But then you will understand yourself a lot more.
Yeah, now it doesn't take a long time for us to go through, run our monthly finances, let's say. Maybe 20 minutes? Half an hour?
Around that. Yeah, less than that. It's quite fast once you get used to it. It's just like a new job. When you're starting a new job, everything takes slow, you gotta learn it. Give you headache, yes. But it's worth it.
Scary.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it's very stressful. I'm like, oh, how about this money? Where is this one coming out from? Oh, how about that? Where is that one coming out from?
And then you realize where you can cut it down.
Yeah.
Right. And I actually spend so much on maybe takeaway food or delivery.
Coffees.
Yes, that's quite a lot.
So, and then like, okay, so where is that part of the budget coming out from?
That's right.
So you kind of understand the ins and out of that. Like there's a lot of different apps, or there are different Excel spreadsheet. Well, we're doing it on Excel. We just created our own. It makes sense for us.
Yeah.
It might not make sense for others, but for us, yeah.
I'm sure. I think maybe apps will help for beginner for budgeting.
Yeah. So even if you're not tech savvy, let's say, then write it down in paper.
Yeah, that's right.
Pen and paper, old school.
Yeah.
But you don't really have to get really technical. You just have to figure out, okay, then money comes in, money goes out. What is the going out bit?
And how much can you save?
From there, you sort of like batch your going out. Okay, like fixed expenses, water, public transport, rent, strata, costs, and all those fixed expenditure goes in one department, and then there's I guess
you have food as well. I would say food is kind of fixed as well. You have to go within the budget. You need to eat, right? So each week you should spend a similar amount of the money on your food.
Yeah, maybe like certain weeks you probably spend more.
Celebration or going out for dinner or meals.
Yeah. So that's just on the budgeting. Second one would be goal setting.
Yep.
You want to go through that first? You go first.
Goal setting. Well, one study found, we found this really. Those who did goal setting were 42% more successful than those who did not.
So 40%.
42.
Yeah.
So we always write down a goal in there. Long-term goal, short-term goal, because it reminds you. You see somewhere it is obvious. You can put it in your wallet, behind the door.
For us, we've got a mirror right in our studio in here, and write down what our goal is, like long-term, short-term goals.
Yes.
But yeah, maybe like another example would be, let's say if you want to go for a holiday that is going to cost you about $2,000 or so, and you've got about 45 weeks to do it. So you just have to save up about $45 a week.
Yeah.
Is that right? You save for about $45 a week per week for the next 45 weeks.
Yeah, around that.
So there you go.
So you need to, why you're saving, you have to write down why you're saving it, how can I save it, when do I have to do it, right?
Realistic goals.
Yeah, is it realistic?
Yeah.
That's the
Smart
thing. You cannot, well, you can't say I want to save $100,000 in a year, but your income is $120,000. It is just too extreme. You should go slowly and increase and see what kind of goal is achievable for you. Because if you make it too harsh to yourself, eventually it's just punishing yourself.
You feel a bit sad that you didn't make it. It's like, oh, this is not working out. Yeah. Whereas if you put it down very realistically, then it does help.
Yes,
so,
correct.
Next one.
Making saving fun. Saving, a lot of people think is boring, but you can make it fun. Well, sometimes when you check, you can. I think Instagram or Pinterest, there are so many ideas to help you to save money. There's the 52-week saving challenge. Yeah. That you can save. I think it's $1 for first week, and the next week it's $2. Eventually, you will save up to
$52 a week. Yeah.
Yes, not $52 a week. At the end of the year, the last week you save $52. So all add up, that would be $1,378 for that year. If you never ever save money, why not? You save just over $1,000 a year. Yeah. Would that be achievable?
For myself, I literally do a coin jar. So I bought, I guess, a jar, but hide all, if it's a clear jar, I hide all of the, what you can see. Yeah. Like a long tube, Pringles chips. Okay, yeah. That's the best thing for me. So anything spare coins, anything that is gold, I put it in there. Whereas if you don't see the money in there, you will not see the value of it. Yeah. Yeah. So I used to do that. I used to have a very long one, and then every time I got spare coins, anything that is gold coins or $1 value, put it in there. So that's what I used to do. And you'd be amazed like how much you can actually save up by just throwing all the coins in there.
No, I never use coins.
No?
No one uses coins these days.
Not these days, but that's what I used to do anyway. So
I never use. I don't know. I still never use coins. I don't like coins. It's too heavy. Whenever I have coins, I just spend it first.
You spend it first. I'm the other way around.
I'm the other way. I don't, because I automate my money and save it in my bank account first, and then any coin I just spend it the other way. Anyway, whatever you like it. Yeah. Yeah. And next one. Yep. I was a bad impulse buyer before, but now I know one of the tips you have to do is before you make a big purchase, you should sleep on it.
It helps a lot, massively, especially a big purchase. Let's say if you're not used to these, for us, for me anyways, like a big purchase would be over $1,000, over $500, I say. Over $500, I'm like, ooh. I have to sleep on it. I have to think about it. Can I get it secondhand? Can I? Is it really what I want, or is it what I need? Justifying it.
Yeah, And I think another thing about impulse buying is I used to just go shopping, retail therapy.
Yep.
Just for the sake of spending. Oh, it's on sale. I gotta buy it. Am I going to wear it? There are still so many clothes. Oh, I gave away already. They still got tax on.
Yes.
Yeah,
I still remember
that's
that day.
pretty bad. That the money. Imagine if they were not expensive because it was cheap, right? Let's say $20, and I spend normally I think around $100 per trip. $100
per
a week. Yes.
On just all the retail therapy.
Yeah, 5,000 a year. So that's $5,000.
I could save.
Well, you could still do some retail therapy, but just not that much. I think moderate is good. Yeah.
So the last one will be maybe join like-minded people. There's a lot of, I guess, community out there. This is one of them. Facebook group, Instagram. Like there's bound to be a lot of social media.
Podcast.
For me, I listen to a lot of podcasts, watch a lot of YouTube videos. That sort of encouraged me to share my knowledge and wisdom when it comes to money tips here and there,
saving.
and what we learned so far, what we did right, what we did wrong. So you'll be amazed what other people, you're not in this journey yourself, especially when you don't have like a like-minded people around you.
Your group. In your group they're not there yet, then you can't really talk to them. Yeah, but then if you join on Facebook and also you're not really showing your face, I think sometimes people are not comfortable, and I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're just reading information. That's me, starting reading information and then getting information or knowledge from others and apply it to yourself.
Yeah.
Just slowly, just educate yourself.
I drive, or I'm out and about more often, so when I sit down and listen to a podcast or watch a short video here and there, it helps me a lot.
Yep.
When I go, I'm a visual and audio person, so audiobooks helps me a lot, heaps.
Yeah.
So
just scroll.
scroll. I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
So each to their own. So yeah. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Like every week we try to do this. There's a lot of tips that I've found anyway. So we'll probably segment it, cut it each week. So this is different one video out of I don't know how many.
Yeah. Money saving tips videos.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just it for this video.
Yes.
Don't forget to subscribe, comment, guys, and
we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.